What if the story of Adam and Eve wasn't just symbolic? What if their descendants built the world's first civilization? A civilization with no known origin, temples without idols, and a flood that lines up with the book of Genesis. Were the Ubaid people linked to the first family of Eden? The Ubaid culture appeared suddenly in southern Mesopotamia around 5800 BC. Dr. Katharina Streit analyzed pottery, artifacts, and Bayesian statistics to determine that the Ubaid had no known origin group. Linguists agree that their language is not related to any language that might have preceded it. Adam and his descendants practiced animal sacrifice, as demonstrated with Abel's offering. The first known altar for animal sacrifice in the entire world, found in Eridu, a city of the Ubaid culture, dated to 5570 BC. For 2,000 years, the Ubaid built temples, indicating there was a commonly shared religion among the group. But here's what makes Ubaid temples different. There were no idols. Unlike nearly every other ancient culture, the Ubaid temples lack statues of gods, which indicates a monotheist religious structure. Genesis says Adam and his early descendants lived hundreds of years, some close to 1,000. Sounds mythical, right? But archaeologists were puzzled by the tiny size of the cemetery at Eridu, despite the city having a large population. One explanation could be that few died in the first 500 years, and the few skeletons they did find had extremely worn teeth, consistent with people who lived very long lives. Genesis says humanity grew wicked, prompting God to bring the flood in Noah's time. The Ubaid civilization eventually collapsed into the violent, corrupt Middle Uruk culture, and the flood, the greatest in Mesopotamian history, the Great Flood, hit in 3500 BC, the same date often associated with Noah's flood. So, were the Ubaid people the descendants of Adam and Eve? Was Eridu the first altar to the one true God? We may never know for sure, but the overlap between ancient texts and archaeological discovery is hard to ignore.